The break's over. Let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Ennett.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Chris Collins, presented by Pace Bus. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Here at Wintrust Arena with the head coach of the Wildcats before the first road game of the year. Usually there'd be Christmas in the air when you come down to play this game, but probably good timing this year to play a game like this.
Yeah, we always kind of play them around the holidays. It's normally been a mid-December game, and talking with DePaul, we wanted to move it a little bit earlier just because of all the scheduling, quirks that we all have now with our respective leagues. So I think it's a great time to play right before kind of the Thanksgiving holiday early in the season. I know both teams are excited about the matchup. It's always a great game to play, usually really good atmosphere, whether it's at our place or here at Wintrust. And I know our guys are looking forward to getting out there.
3 solid wins under your belt. Now you go away from home for the first time, and you're going up against a Big East team, and then you get an ACC team and an SEC. It's kind of a stair-step progression here for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously one step at a time, but yes, this is going to be an important stretch of our season. Really proud of the guys, the way we came out of the gates, the level of effort we've played with, the way we've defended. A lot of guys have had positive things happen, so I think confidence is in a good spot. And now you're leveling up a couple weight classes, Big East opponent on the road in a tough environment, and the next couple weeks as well. I mean, a lot of really good teams from high-powered leagues, different kinds of styles, and this is an important game tonight as we kind of begin that stretch.
Have you defended maybe a little bit? I don't know if I should say better, but sometimes it takes a while, especially playing as many young guys as you are. Have they come around a little more quickly?
I really love the effort and the spirit and the fight. Obviously you look at the tape and there's still kind of mistakes and habits that we got to work through and get better at. But a lot of times when you play that hard and when you play that much aggression, you can make up for some minor mistakes. So hopefully the more we play, we'll continue to get a little bit more dialed in on both ends of the floor. But overall, I've been really pleased, and especially having a whole new team and kind of me learning them learning us, how we're wanting to play. It's been a good start so far.
Obviously, DePaul took a big step last year in year one under Chris Holtman. What do you see from them so far?
Well, I have so much respect for what Chris does. I've competed against him for a long time. I mean, when we first got here, he was at Butler, and we had some great games against them, and then he moved to Ohio State, and obviously I've had a chance firsthand to kind of watch how he operates as someone I've always kind of admired, the way he handles himself, the way his teams play, how connected they are, and that's what he's building here at DePaul. He's gotten better talent this year. They're athletic. They play really hard defensively. I think they're going to try to take us out of some things and be aggressive, and they're physical on the glass. So they're going to present some problems that we're going to really have to be ready to go tonight.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Chris Collins, this is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our Gomex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries, we see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Sarah. She loves her motorcycle. What she doesn't love is when it suddenly rains. As she sits underneath a bridge waiting for it to stop, she grows quite fond of the graffiti on the overpass. She really likes the one with John Hart's Claire and wonders if they're still together. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back. Get an online quote in as little as 3 minutes and see if you can save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
What a finish. A perfect game ender.
Even more, 10 Mile House at TMHEvanston.com is the sweet spot for pre, during, and post-game revelry.
Steps from Welsh Ryan, they got it going on 7 days a week.
And Sunday brunch, you just can't beat it.
10 Mile House is stacked with awesome comfort food, tasty craft cocktails, and seasonal wine and beer.
I'm going with the house smoked barbecue.
It's a crisp brick oven pizza for me.
10 Mile is the reigning neighborhood spot. Go to TMHEvanston.com to make a reservation today. That's TMHEvanston.com. Go Wildcats.
You're listening to Northwestern Wildcat Basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
The national anthem performed here at Wintrust Arena by Jim Cornelison. Dave Ennett back with you as we get set for Northwestern and DePaul here tonight. Busy Friday night in games involving Big Ten teams. One is at halftime, USC leading Illinois State 40-26 out in L.A. Second half, Rutgers in front of Lehigh 76-64. Iowa an early 22-20 lead over Xavier. Among the games coming up later on, 14th ranked Illinois hosting Colgate. Wildcat fans, game day spirit has you covered in-store or online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama, all at the official fan store of the Northwestern Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game day spirit where Wildcat fans shop. Tonight's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. This has been the Northwestern Basketball pregame show presented by Wintrust. Back with the starting lineups, and we'll get it going next. It's Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too, for my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. Thanks, Zoe.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible board-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
This is Wildcat Basketball presented by Wintrust, proudly leading the way towards better health care. It's countdown to tip-off. Here's the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
The starting lineups are powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University athletics. For the visiting Wildcats, it'll be the same starting lineup tonight for Coach Chris Collins. At forward, the reigning Big Ten scoring champion, senior Nick Martinelli. Arrington Page, the 6'11 junior, the transfer from Atlanta, and the freshman Trey Singleton, 6'8 from Jeffersonville, Indiana, coming off his best game the other night against Cleveland State when he scored 15 points. At guard, Jaden Reed, 5'10 junior from Westbury, New York, and Angelo Cheravino, a 6'6 sophomore from here in Chicago at Mount Carmel. For the Blue Demons and head coach Chris Holtman. At forward, Théo Pierre-Justin, a 6'10 sophomore from France, averaging 6 points, 3.7 rebounds a game. At forward, N.J. Benson, a 6'8 senior from Mount Vernon, Illinois, the second leading scorer and leading rebounder for the Blue Demons, averaging over 14 points and 9 rebounds a ball game. At guard, Brandon Macklin, a 6'3 senior from Jackson, Tennessee, their fourth leading scorer, 7 points a game. At guard, Layden Blocker, a 6'2 junior from Little Rock, Arkansas, their second leading returning scorer. He averaged 9.5 points a year ago. He's averaging 8 points so far this year. At guard, C.J. Gunn, a 6'7" senior from Indianapolis, a former Indiana Hoosier who averaged 12.9 points a year ago, led the Blue Demons in scoring, and he is leading them so far this year at just under 16 points a game, 11th in the Big East. Chris Holtman, 16-21 in his second year here at DePaul. 0-1 here against Northwestern, 8-5 against the Wildcats in his career at Butler, Ohio State, and now at DePaul. Our officials, John Gaffney, Paul Zelk, Steve McJunkins. Wildcats in their white Gothic uniforms, as are Billy and I. And the Blue Demons in their powder blue home uniforms tonight with red numerals.
And we must admit that our uniforms still fit.
Yes, they do. And it's been a few years. So it will be Benson to jump against Page to get this one underway. Ball in the air, the tap controlled by DePaul. Macklin leaves it for Blocker. The Blue Demons bring it right to left as we see it. We're on the way. So Reed matched up on Blocker out of the right. Ball knocked away out of bounds. It will stay with DePaul.
Yeah, that's going to be a real good matchup there between Blocker and Reed tonight. Both guards accustomed to playing a lot of pressure defense.
Ball goes into Macklin, high on the right. Hands it back to Blocker, driving left side of the lane all the way under, then back out he goes with it. To Macklin around to Pierre Justin. He'll take a three. It rims out. Rebound grabbed and put back in by Benson. 2-0 DePaul.
And Benson has been playing very well for this DePaul Blue Demons team, and that's going to be a big challenge for Page this evening to keep him off the glass.
Last year DePaul led 2-0. Then the Cats ran off 20 consecutive points to go up 20-2 in the game at Welsh Ryan Arena. We get our first foul of the game called on DePaul as Nick Martinelli took one of the chops, and it's called on C.J. Gunn.
Yeah, C.J. Gunn trying to keep the ball out of Martinelli's hands because he understands what he does when he gets it.
Martinelli's got it, goes inside. There's Page for a dunk, and we're tied at 2.
What a great pass by Martinelli. Page sets the screen and then slips and rolls to the paint. Left side flush.
The bespectacled Blocker brings it up for DePaul. Picks up his dribble, high on the right side, played there by Sherabino. Now underhand scoop Benson, back to Blocker, moving left with it. Touch pass returned to Blocker, lob over the top. Caught there by Pierre Justin, but they get it to the free throw line, and Gunn's jumper from there is good, and it's 4-4.
Hey, good ball movement that time by the Blue Demons.
Now here is Reed, feeds it into Page. And short jumper is good by Page.
Yeah, Page, what a find for the Cats. Just
now it's 4-4.
Real smooth down low. Nice post move on the left block.
Page has 4. Now some backcourt pressure applied by the Cats. As Blocker brings it up. Blocker, stop and go dribble. Down the lane, strip to the ball. Reed comes away with it. There's Jaden Reed. Kicks it to the right. Sherabino runs the baseline. Out on top, Singleton for 3. Good! Trey Singleton all alone, top of the key. Buries the triple. He hasn't missed much since he had his first three-pointer go down on Monday night, and the Wildcats had a 7-4 lead.
Trey Singleton adjusting to the college game and gaining more experience and confidence as each game passes.
Blocker walks it up. Pierre Justin comes out, sets the screen. He rejects it. Looks for Gunn. Right of the circle. Gunn's lob stolen by Sherabino. Bounce ahead. Singleton. Down the floor ahead of the pack. Ball knocked away. Out of bounds. And which way? It'll be DePaul ball.
Well, the Cats with 2 really good defensive plays. Couldn't score on that one. As Singleton was knocked off balance. The ball went off of him. Good hustle on defense by the DePaul Blue Demons. It looked like the Cats were going to score in transition.
2 turnovers by DePaul. Into the ball game, R.J. Smith, 6'3 junior, replaces C.J. Gunn. So it's R.J. for C.J. And DePaul will inbound and bring it all the way up the floor. It's Smith. Runs into some traffic. Sends it back out to Pierre Justin. And now on the right, Blocker will measure a 3. Good. Blocker hits a 3. First for DePaul, we're tied at 7. He was 2 for 10 from 3 coming into the game. There's Reed trying to get away from Blocker. Hands it off to Cheravino out of the right. D'Angelo Cheravino. No look feed. Page, a little floater on the baseline. Good.
Good patience by the Cats in handling the pressure, continuing to run their offense. One of the things we talked about in the keys to the game.
Page has 6. First Northwestern foul is called on Jaden Reed. And here comes Justin Mullins in for the Wildcats, replacing Trey Singleton.
Yeah, one of the keys for tonight for Jaden Reed is going to be keeping Blocker out of the paint. DePaul trying to get to the line more, and with this big lineup that they have, they've been effective early.
In the corner, Blocker, a fadeaway 3, rims out, and the rebound saved in bounds back to Pierre Justin, and he's fouled on the way back up with it.
Great hustle by Benson to keep the ball in play for DePaul, and we're sensing a totally different DePaul team this year.
Cheravino the foul. And that will send Pierre Justin to the free throw line for the first time. And he rattles the first one home. Pierre Justin averaged just about a point a game a year ago. One of the holdovers on this team. Second free throw up and good. And DePaul ties it up at 9. Jaden Reed will bring it up against Blocker. Martinelli provides a little protection for him in the backcourt. Brings it across the midcourt line. Now he accelerates, picked up by Pierre Justin, drives around him, gets inside, and puts it up on the rim, and it drops through. And the Cats are up 11-9.
Nice play by dribble drive penetration that time by Jaden Reed.
Fabian Flores, big man, who just became eligible in for DePaul. Now, there is Macklin, a little floater in the lane, in and out, rebound ripped down by Martinelli. That's what a push it. Here's Martinelli into the front court, hands it off. Cheravino fakes the 3, feeds Reed between the rings. Jaden Reed moving to his left, bouncing for Martinelli, too far, out of bounds, turnover Northwestern, and that will get us to our first timeout. Time for our Athletico Physical Therapy Injury Update. In pain, start with Athletico. Visit Athletico.com to request your in-clinic or virtual free assessment. Only Wildcat player out with an injury is senior Blake Smith. From exploring freshly fallen snow to finding award-winning restaurants, Minnesota makes it easy to plan a cozy winter getaway. Whether you're looking for a quiet retreat or an adrenaline-filled adventure, see why winter is our hottest season by visiting exploreminnesota.com. Northwestern leads DePaul 11-9, 15:51 to go first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
PowerPlate, the official fitness technology partner of the Northwestern Wildcats, is a staple of Northwestern athletic training, but it's not just for elite athletes. PowerPlate's whole body vibration technology offers an incredible array of health benefits to people of all ages and fitness levels. Put simply, PowerPlate allows you to feel better, exercise smarter, and recover faster. Sound too good to be true? It's not. See for yourself at PowerPlate.com. Live like the Cats with PowerPlate.
Visit 4abc.com for details. Don't wait for your furnace to break down. Call the knowledgeable professionals at ABC for your $49 Ultimate Furnace Tune-Up. We'll be there fast and deliver 5-star service, backed by our no breakdown guarantee. Call ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or schedule online at 4abc.com. That's the number 4abc.com. Trust ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric and consider it done.
Now, let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Cats fans, Northwestern trusts IAS Branding with the Wildcats brand. Let IAS Branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, be the solution for your branded merchandise and promotional products. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Mentioned that game last year at Welsh Ryan Arena, won by the Wildcats, 84-64, and they scored 20 straight points after DePaul went up 2-0. I believe, Billy, I'll try to check this. I believe they hit their first 9 shots in that game. And so far tonight, they have hit their first 5 shots. And that's coming off a game in which they shot 60% the other night against Cleveland State. And they've gotten off shooting-wise to a good start, but a couple of early turnovers.
Yeah, the Cats have been dealing with the pressure from DePaul, but still getting really good shots on offense, being patient. And that's what you have when you have a mature point guard, Jaden Reed, that's accustomed to handling the pressure like that, and a veteran front court of players that know how to get open and protect the basketball. DePaul, on the other hand, 4 second chance points because of the offensive rebounding, so the Cats are going to have to, again, Page is going to have his hands full keeping Flores and Benson off the glass this evening.
Caleb Banks in for DePaul, former Indiana Hoosier, played last year at Tulane. To get it inside, there's Flores. His shot over the rim, no good, but he got fouled. Flores from Murcia, Spain, just made his debut against Buffalo on Tuesday night. He's 7'2". Well, that's what they list him at, 250. He looks the part, and the foul called on Mullins, his first for the Wildcats. So Murcia at the free throw line. DePaul is a team 61% for the line, 11th in the Big East. First free throw attempt up and good. You talked about it, Billy, that getting to the free throw line being a key in this game. Page out and Singleton back in for the Wildcats.
And with their guards, they're looking to get into the paint, and with the pick and roll plays, having Benson and Flores to go inside, who's 7'2". Cats are going to have, again, their interior defense is going to have their work cut out for them this evening.
Flores makes both the free throws. We're tied at 11, 15:37 to go first half. They're at Wintrust Arena. A lot of Wildcat fans made the trip here tonight. Here's Jaden Reed. Starts left. Nick hasn't taken a shot yet, has he? Here's Reed. Lost the ball. Little contact there, and it's picked up by C.J. Gunn. And he brings the ball up the floor against Reed. Pulls up from 12. Missed it. Rebound Cheravino. Here's Reed the other way for the Wildcats. Reed kicks to the right corner. Singleton. Pump fake back to Reed. High on the right side. Played there by Blocker. Now he drives on Blocker. Kicks it out and around to Cheravino for three. In and out. And the rebound taken the other way by Banks. Had a pretty good look there. It just rimmed out. Now R.J. Smith with the ball and a foul. Singleton picks up his first foul.
And you look at how this DePaul team has changed. They've got 4 players that are 6'10" and taller on this roster, and they're mobile players.
Much different from the Cleveland State team the Cats saw the other night. K.J. Wyndham into the ball game replaces Cheravino. Here's a pass coming right for you, Billy, but Blocker hauls it in. Blocker down, driving, picked up by Martinelli on the switch. Bounces back outside to Banks, now up top to Smith against K.J. Wyndham. Posts up an off-balance shot in the lane. It's no good. Rebound pulled down, and there's another Northwestern foul, and the Cats are getting themselves into some foul trouble here. That's 5 team fouls. And here comes Tyler Kropp, the freshman, in. As Singleton goes back out, Singleton picked up his second.
And another offensive rebound. Jeremy Lorenz coming in and getting some dirty work in on the glass.
Lorenz, a junior, a transfer from Wofford, a Wisconsin native. In his first year here at DePaul. Here's Smith. Gets it to Lorenz. Underneath, there's Gunn. Went backdoor. Nobody picked him up. He lays it in. And DePaul with a 13-11 lead.
Great back cut by C.J. Gunn. Fighting off the Wildcats' pressure on the perimeter.
Reed out between the rings. Bouncing for Martinelli. Nick, the turn feed. Reed, a three in the air. Good for Jaden Reed. And the Wildcats are back in front, 14-13. Jaden Reed with his 88th career three-point field goal. He's got 5 tonight. Here's Blocker cut off of the baseline. Back to Gunn. Up top to Smith. Mullins on him. Lob low on the left. In traffic, Lorenz had the ball knocked away. Still up for grabs. Kropp has it, and it's Northwestern ball.
Once Lorenz caught the ball on the baseline, he was swarmed by the Cats defense, using the baseline as the additional defender. Cats come away, force a turnover, and now have an opportunity to increase their 1-point lead.
And for the Wildcats, the freshman Jake West replaces Jaden Reed. Cats with a 1-point lead, 14-13, 13:39 to go first half.
And both of these teams displaying a lot of depth here early.
There's West bouncing for Martinelli. Nick backs his way in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. He got fouled on the floor prior to the shot. That is the first time Nick's gotten a shot up there. The foul called a Cruz McClure, freshman who just checked in, 6'6", out of Westerville, Ohio. And the Cats will inbound it. West feeds it Martinelli. Catch and shoot jumper good from the right side. And the Wildcats are up 16-13. First points for Nick Martinelli.
Excellent out-of-bounds play. It reminds me of the game winner he took last year.
Now Lorenz around to the right. 3 ball, no good. Put back up and in, though, underneath by Banks.
Kayla Banks getting inside position, and Cats having issues with defensive rebounding here in the early going.
16-15 Northwestern, and now a turnover. West trying to get it to Martinelli, and now West steals it, but a whistle and was kicked. So we'll go to DePaul. Here's Page replacing Kropp for the Wildcats.
DePaul with 4 offensive rebounds out of their 5 rebounds right now. And this is where the Wildcats front line is going to get tested tonight, which is a good test as we go into this progression of games and opponents.
There's Smith bouncing for Gunn. Return feed for Smith, who gets it back now from Benson. Goes to Gunn at the top. Gunn, a little floater in the lane with a right hand, good. And DePaul leads by 1, 17-16.
Yeah, we have quite the game going on here early at Wintrust Arena.
Back and forth. Here's West to Page. Picks up his dribble, feeds Martinelli on the right against Gunn. Gets in the paint, leans in, fires a jumper with the left hand, no good, but a foul.
Yeah, once Martinelli gets a half step on you, you're cooked. He is so crafty with the ball in the paint and knows how to initiate the contact when the defense challenges his shots.
That's the second foul on C.J. Gunn. And Martinelli will go to the free throw line. Wildcats as a team, 70%. First one good for Nick Martinelli. Jordan Clayton in for the Wildcats. Mullins and Wyndham out. And Max Green, who put on quite a show the other night at Walsh Ryan Arena. Martinelli makes the second. And the Wildcats are in front, 18-17. With 12:22 to go first half. McClure works the ball up for DePaul, met by Green at the logo. Now moves right with it. McClure stumbles a bit, picks up his dribble, flips it out on the right. Macklin, and now a jumper, no good by Smith, but a long rebound came back to Benson. In the lane, McClure can't get a shot up. Drops it inside, stolen. Oh, West had it, but he stepped on the baseline. It'll be DePaul ball when we come back. 11:50 to go first half. Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Northwestern leads DePaul 18-17, 11:50 to go first half. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Welsh Ryan Arena. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup or for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of Northwestern basketball.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
The break's over. Let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Again, here's Dave Ennett.
Wildcats fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. 39th meeting between Northwestern and DePaul. They first met in 1912. This is the earliest they have met in a season since 2006. We mentioned to Coach Collins, this game has normally been played right before Christmas, but this year they moved it up. Scheduling's more of a challenge these days, and they are playing for the 4th straight year. Wildcats have won the last 3 meetings. They have won 7 of the last 8 from DePaul, and they are 2-1 here at Wintrust Arena, and they lead at 18-17 with 11:50 to go in the first half.
A lot of history to this ball game, and of course DePaul has had a lot of great players during that time, playing against some of those Dave Corzine, Ron Norwood, Randy Ramsey, just Joe Ponsetto, boy, Terry Cumming, Clyde Bradshaw, yeah,
on and on.
Rod Strickland, man.
Yep. But Northwestern's had some good ones too, and in fact, the MVP of this game every year gets the Fisher McGrath Award as the most valuable player. We'll talk more about that as we go along. 12 on the shot clock here as DePaul will inbound. And they lob it inside, knocked away by Clayton, but it stays with DePaul to R.J. Smith, and now Macklin with 5, with 4. Drops it off inside. There's Smith on the cut. Missed the layup, but the rebound, Macklin put back up and in. Clayton had it but couldn't control it. And DePaul leads 19-18.
Boy, and that is the 6th offensive rebound for the DePaul blue team, and 6 out of their 7 rebounds on the offensive end.
Now back door, there's Martinelli from Page, and the Wildcats are back up by 1.
We've got quite a game, and you can hear Chris Collins say, grab the ball. Cats had possession, but Clayton was, ball just knocked loose.
There's McClure. There's an offensive foul as West gets knocked down.
Yeah, welcome to college basketball. As Benson put a back screen on him. It was illegal.
That's correct. First foul on Benson. Team fouls are even at 5. Wildcats with West, Page, Martinelli, Green, and Clayton as West works the ball up against Blocker. Now jump pass. Here's Page at the elbow. Page in traffic, lost it, got it back. Wants to shoot, goes to his left hand, and rattles it home. 22-19 Northwestern.
Nice
Arrington Page with 8.
Very good persistence. Nice persistence by Page.
Cats are 9 of 10 shooting in this game. There's Banks. Out on the right to McClure. McClure, the freshman, dumps it to Flores, the big man from Spain. Hands it to Macklin, high on the left side. Shot clock at 10. Macklin back out. Here's McClure driving. Tried to drop it weak side, and it's out of bounds off of DePaul. It's Northwestern ball.
And Max Green with great weak side defense that time comes over, disrupts the passing lane, gets in the passing lane, and knocks the ball off of Flores.
Angelo Cheravino checks in for the Wildcats. Joining West, Green, Clayton, and Page as Martinelli gets a breather. West angles left into the front court, hand off to Green. Green to Clayton out in front. Jordan Clayton hands to Cheravino, high on the right side, being pressured a bit. Jump pass to Page, drives down the lane against Flores, goes up for the shot, gets knocked down hard, but a foul call.
And here is the challenge for Flores defending Page. Page has the ability to knock down outside shots, but as we saw right there, also the ability to put the ball on the floor and get by the big fella.
Foul on Banks, his first. Sixth team foul. Page at the line, 2 shots. Arrington Page, 63% from the line. First one rims out. Page coming in, 14 points, 9.3 rebounds a game, leading the Wildcats in steals and blocked shots, as well as rebounding. Another free throw attempt coming here for the 6'11 junior, and he makes it. And the Wildcats have a 4-point lead, their largest, 23-19. Largest for either team in this game. Cats shooting 90%. DePaul's been hot, 44% shooting. That's as well as anybody shot the ball against the Cats so far this year.
And a lot of those shots coming inside the paint as a result of offensive rebounds.
Here's Macklin, R.J. Smith now back to Macklin, right of the circle. To Blocker, picked up by Page, pulls up, takes a 3, missed it. And the rebound, Cats couldn't control it. Blocker gets it back. His shot blocked by Sheravino, who grabs it out of the air.
What an athlete, Angelo Sheravino, with a great defensive play.
Chance for more points. Runner by West off the rim, no good. Try to bank it in. The rebound taken the other way. Here's Smith all the way in. His shot rims out. Rebound loose on the floor, and a foul called. All the Wildcats saw the rebound.
Boy, what a physical game. Jordan Clayton has had his hands on a couple of defensive rebounds, but the contact inside has jarred the ball loose and enabled DePaul to get another scoring opportunity. The Cats shooting such a high percentage again, but DePaul staying in the game with their second chance points in the paint.
First foul on Clayton. The miss by West was just the second for the Cats. And it's DePaul ball. Here's Pierre Justin back in. Left wing for Smith. Back to Blocker as a lean. And now a pass poked out of bounds by Sheravino.
Sheravino, 6'8", just so mobile and active on the perimeter, has the ability to show the passing lane and then take it away.
10 on the shot clock here as Macklin will inbound in front of us. Green defending. High lob. Deflected by Page. Denied. Into the arms of Sheravino. And off to Reed. Out to Page. Jab step. Drives left to the lane. Gets inside. Jump hook. Rattles around and in with a right hand. And the Wildcats are up by 6. 25-19. And Page is into double figures with 11.
He wasn't going to be denied on that shot.
Now, here is Smith. And
oops, upside the head by Justin Mullins.
Yep. Mullins picks up his second foul.
Justin Mullins is so quiet. I would have said to the ref it wasn't intentional. As he slaps him upside the head, trying to just get his hands in the passing lane and shadow the ball.
So Mullins with his second. And R.J. Smith at the free throw line. Played last year at Colorado. Averaged 5.6 points. Makes the front end, as that was the 7th team foul on the Cats. And a little run here by the Cats. DePaul has missed its last 4 field goal attempts, but Smith makes 2 free throws. And it's 25-21 Northwestern, 8:37 to go, first half. Martinelli getting set to check back. Tyler Kropp in for the Wildcats. He's got the ball. Looks right. Reed, nice catch on the right sideline. Runs the baseline. Had to kick it to Sheravino. It's bobbled, stolen. Gun ahead to Blocker. Blocker driving, lays it up and in.
Boy. Got away with a double dribble that time.
Looked like he double dribbled, 25-23. A.J. Wyndham in for the Wildcats. Wyndham brings it around to the top. Looks for Green. Shot clock at 15 here. Green. Step back. Doesn't shoot. Goes to Kropp. Tyler Kropp down the lane. Goes to his right hand. Missed the shot. Rebound loose on the floor. And then picked up by Pierre Justin. And he'll try a 3. No good. Rebound Wyndham for the Wildcats. So here comes Northwestern the other way. Their lead cut to 2, 25-23. 7.5 to go first half. Here's Reed working hard to get to the baseline. Put it up off the glass and the rim. No good. A foul. And that will get us to a timeout. Right after we take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
It's Andy Mazer. We're your home for the Blackhawks, Northwestern football and basketball, the NFL, and Happen OB. This is AM 720 WGN Chicago.
Ozinga's purpose is to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they're the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Ozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Ozinga, for your support of this great cause. Go Cats. 25-23, Northwestern leads DePaul. 7:24 to go first half. This Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Getting health insurance that fits your budget isn't easy.
At Get Covered Illinois, we are here to help.
We are the state's official health insurance marketplace.
A place where health insurers compete for your business. A website where you can compare multiple health plans and pricing in one place.
And where you can connect to financial help and free in-person assistance.
Because you deserve insurance. GetCoveredIllinois.gov. We're here to help.
Scores in all things Northwestern athletics. Visit nusports.com. Now back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Emmett.
The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. 7:24 to go first half. A 25-23 Northwestern lead over DePaul. Wildcats shooting 77%, 10 of 13. DePaul is cooled off a bit, 36%, 8 of 22, but out-rebounding the Cats 10-6 with 7 offensive rebounds. Wildcats don't have an offensive rebound, but when you shoot 77%, Billy, you're not going to get many offensive rebounds.
That is true, and what's kept DePaul in this game is the second chance points as a result of their offensive rebounds. They've outscored the Cats 10-zip in second chance points here, and also points off turnovers, 9-5. Cats have committed 5 turnovers, which is not a lot, but DePaul playing much better defense and really forcing the Cats to be efficient with their offense.
7 team fouls aside. Jaden Reed fouled on his last shot attempt, so he will go to the free throw line here. Jaden, dare I say it? I'll say it after he shoots. First shot by Reed is no good. Well, now I can say it. He was 8 for 8.
See, you thought it.
You can't blame me for thinking it.
Keep those thoughts out of your head. Good looking out.
Second free throw is good. And the Wildcats are up 3, 26-23.
Quite a game here. Fans are being treated to a really good game and a nice crowd here at Wintrust Arena.
7 lead changes so far, 6 ties. That's even though we haven't had a lead change in a while. Here's R.J. Smith on the left. Cherovino pressuring. Gives it off to Gunn. Gunn against Wyndham. Lost the ball. Kept it, though. Looked like he lost the handle on it. Now he adjusted to Gunn. 3 is good. C.J. Gunn just 3 for 17 from 3 coming into the game. Knocks down a 3, and DePaul ties the game 26-all.
A deep contested 3 in the right corner.
Here's Cherovino against Gunn. Lost the handle on it, out of bounds. And it is DePaul ball off of Sheravino.
Yeah,
Look
Gunn.
like getting carried off his face.
Yeah, Gunn also playing very aggressive defense as Sheravino put the ball on the floor.
Right blocker. Former Arkansas Razorback. Brings it up, gets it back from Gunn. Now Benson feeds blocker up top, one-handed by Gunn at the logo. Drives past Reed, runs into Martinelli, but gets it to go. And it's 28-26. And DePaul now on a run to go up by 2.
A tough basket there by Gunn.
Now here's Reed, pull-up jumper, rattles home for Jaden Reed. He's got 8, and the Wildcats tie it 28-all. Gunn now with 11 points, 5 of 6 shooting. And a couple of years at Indiana before arriving here at DePaul. Foul line extended right as Benson. Down to Gunn. Now here's Smith. Jump pass inside Pierre Justin. Drops it off to Benson. Driving the baseline. He dunks it.
Emphatically.
30-28 DePaul.
More points in the paint for the Blue Demons.
Reed to Martinelli in the high post. And Martinelli gets fouled.
Boy, and did blocker take a shot to the chop, trying to defend Martinelli closely right at the right elbow of the free throw line.
But the call is a foul on blocker. That's 18 fouls now on DePaul, and now I think they're going to go to the monitor here. Now, are they looking at they're going to take a look at this foul
and see if it's flagrant?
Yeah. All right, so the officials, John Gaffney, Paul Zook, Stephen Junkins, go to the monitor. This close shave instant replay brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels? Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave. Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. Common foul, I believe. Now let's see. I didn't.
Well, given the reaction to from the DePaul crowd, I wonder if they call it flagrant. They didn't like the call.
Yeah, well, yeah. I thought that could have been the Northwestern crowd reacting.
Very physical game.
Yeah,
both teams understanding that playing tough defense is the way to get into your opponent's head.
Second foul on blocker. Free throw by Martinelli. Good. He will have another. Nick coming off a 21-point game Monday night against Cleveland State. And he makes them both. And this game all even at 30 with 5.5 to go first half. Back of the game here. Now the Wildcats, Jaden Reed knocked the ball away from R.J. Smith, and it's out of bounds. It will stay with DePaul.
Yeah, Reed was pleading his case that it went off of R.J. Smith, but good pressure defense out front.
Now, let's see, are the Wildcats challenging? I believe so, and so the officials are right back at the monitor. Yep, this is the first challenge by Northwestern, and there is a monitor over behind the Northwestern bench where it's manned by one of the graduate assistants, and everybody's looking at the monitor to see if they can tell from that as the officials go to the monitor. This is, Billy, a new rule this year that enables the team to challenge. And I'll tell you, Jaden Reed was pretty emphatic, which doesn't mean that the Cats are necessarily going to get the call, but
Yeah, and we don't have a good angle. They just put it up on the big screen here on the scoreboard.
They challenged. The call was overturned. It's Northwestern ball. So a good use of a challenge.
And a heady play by Jaden Reed to bring it to the officials' attention. Being rewarded for playing great defense at half court.
So the Cats are 1-0 in the challenge department. Trey Singleton in along with Green, Martinelli, Reed, and Page. And Reed will bring it left to right as we see it. 5:20 to go into the half. And a tie game, 30-all. There's Page going underneath. Martinelli's there for a layup from Page. Cats lead at 32-30. And Nick Martinelli into double figures for the 4th time in as many games and 48th time in his career. There's Pierre Justin, top of the key, hands it to McClure. McClure now pressured a bit by Page. A little contact. They play on out to Pierre Justin. Reed takes him. He backs his way down the left baseline and a foul call.
And the foul called on Jaden Reed. One thing they forgot to do on the double team on the baseline is not let the offensive player split the double team. Got to put those shoulders together and make the offensive player run right through you. It's painful when you're a guard. Trust me, I've taken a lot of those.
You can't tell looking at you. Pierre Justin at the line, free throw good.
Pierre Justin, a nice looking touch and mobile for a big man. Southwestern part of France.
International ball.
Yeah.
Reed out. Jake West in for the Wildcats. Second foul on Reed. Second free throw no good. Rebound Singleton. Leaves it for West to bring it up. 32-31 Northwestern. 4:40 to go into the half. Here's West accelerating. Reverse layup. Fell off the rim, but there's Page for the dunk. And the Cats lead at 34-31.
Great dribble drive penetration by Jake West.
Now out on the right, there's a foul called as McClure being guarded by Green, and that's the first foul on Green. 19 foul.
You know, when I watch Jake West play, one of the things that he does, if you're a player watching this game on television, notice how he stays hunched over the ball, protecting the basketball. And that allows him not only good balance if he gets some pressure from the defense physically, but change of direction.
Free throw good by the freshman McClure. It's his first point.
Yeah, good-looking freshman, too, out of Westerville, Ohio.
Prop in for Page for the Wildcats. And Banks back in for Pierre Justin for Coach Chris Holtman. Second free throw is good. And DePaul within one, 34-33, 4:20 to go in the half. West handles the ball for the Cats. Started right. Crosses over. Drives to the right wing. Now up to Martinelli against Banks. Spinning in the lane. Left hand hook. Good by Nick Martinelli, and the Cats lead 36-33. He's heating up at the other end. Macklin kick to the corner. Banks doesn't shoot. Here comes Smith down the lane. Pulls it back out to Banks. Shovels underneath to Flores. And a foul called.
Trey Singleton.
Yep, and we have a timeout.
Picks up the foul, trying to draw an offensive foul on the dribble drive penetration.
Northwestern basketball is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. Cats fans, give back this holiday season with the Northwestern University SAC Canned Food Drive presented by Westfield Old Orchard. Donate your new non-perishables between now and November 16th at Old Orchard Mall and home Northwestern Athletics events. Visit the events page at westfield.com/Old Orchard for more information. Northwestern leads DePaul 36-33, 3:48 to go first half. is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our Gomex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
You're listening to Northwestern Wildcat Basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Don't forget, we'll be back with you tomorrow morning, or at least I will. Tomorrow morning, 10:30 from Wrigley Field, where the Wildcat football team takes on the Michigan Wolverines. Kickoff at 11 o'clock tomorrow at the friendly confines. The Cats still in quest of that sixth win to become bowl eligible, and they will take on the Wolverines tomorrow at 11. Here it is, Northwestern 36, DePaul 33, 3:48 to go first half. Cats are shooting 78%. DePaul's heated up a bit, 46%. Blue Demons have made their last 3 shots. Cats, though, have made 4 of their last 5, but foul on Trey Singleton, his 3rd foul. Will send DePaul to the line, and that's the 10th team foul, so it's double bonus time from here on in for DePaul at Banks at the line. There's 55% so far on the season, 6 for 11. 2 shots here. First one up and good for Banks, who spent last season at Tulane and was their leading scorer, averaging almost 15 points a game. Second free throw is good.
And spent some time at Indiana, where he and C.J. Gunn were teammates, so they're reunited.
36-35, Northwestern in 1-point lead as West brings the ball up and hands it off to Mullins, who's checked back, bouncing for Martinelli left wing. Now feed mid-post left, there's Page. Page against Flores, here comes the double. He throws it back out, and it's going to be an over back as Justin Mullins chases it down to the backcourt. And Paul's got it. That's a Northwestern turnover. That is the 7th turnover. The Cats came in averaging 8 a game. Inbounds pass goes to Macklin. DePaul a chance to grab the lead here with 3:25 to go to the half. McClure kicks. R.J. Smith driving on Green. Little floater, back rim, no good. Tip down. That's going to be a basket interference as Flores went up high and dropped it in, but a goaltend, and so the basket will not count. It's Northwestern ball.
Good break for the Cats as DePaul again attacking the paint, forcing the defense to rotate over, which left Flores available for the offensive rebound and the putback with the goaltend.
All right, West handles the ball here. The freshman from Pennsylvania. Picked up by Macklin out front, bouncing for Martinelli. Martinelli puts it on the deck. Martinelli head fake, drives right side of the lane. His jumper is short. Page grabs it, sends it out to Mullins. Kicks to a wide open West for 3. It's no good. And the rebound taken on the weak side by Flores. Here comes R.J. Smith. Now DePaul looks for the lead again. Here's Banks against West. And there is an offensive foul on Banks. He pushed off.
Yeah, just great individual defensive position by Jake West. Gets his shoulder squares, takes the charge, forces a turnover. Again, you can see the DePaul Blue Demons moving the ball around the horn, but they're intent on attacking the paint, not necessarily taking the 3 as much as they did last season.
Here is West, picked up by R.J. Smith. Bouncing for Martinelli. Now Page with it at the top. Flores out to guard him away from the basket. The feed inside. Contested catch by Martinelli. Shot clock at 12. Out to West. He'll try again for three. This one's no good. And the rebound taken by Flores for DePaul.
Two good open looks for Jake West.
Yep. Here's Smith, looks around. Out he goes to Banks. And there is another Northwestern foul with 2:08 to go. Banks gets fouled. That's what called on Jake West.
Yeah, Banks with the size advantage over West just tries to back him down along the baseline.
2 shots for Banks, who can give DePaul the lead if he makes them both. Jordan Clayton getting set to check in for the Wildcats. DePaul 11 for 12 from the free throw line. First one up and good, and we're tied. There's Clayton for West.
Much like the Cats, you can see how Holtman has really started to reshape this roster and build a different culture here at DePaul.
Cheravino checks in. And also in for the Wildcats is Wyndham. Banks makes them both. DePaul's in front, 37-36. Lorenz in for DePaul. And Wyndham will handle the ball. It's across the midcourt line, played by the freshman McClure, bouncing to Page in the high post. Arrington Page leans into his defender with a right shoulder. Now the baseline, sends it to Wyndham, around to Clayton for three, in and out. Rebound fought for and over the back, foul on Cheravino.
Wow, great play by Cheravino. Clayton's three just wouldn't drop. It was right on the money. And DePaul going back to the charity stripe after the Cats missed an opportunity to score.
Second foul on Cheravino. McClure to the free throw line. 1 for 2. Chance to extend a 1-point DePaul lead. First one good. Green replaces Cheravino. Wyndham, Martinelli, Page out there. Second one no good, but the rebound Benson, and he gets fouled as he tried to go back up with it.
Again, another offensive rebound. Benson just putting that big body on Page and knocking him under the basket to secure the offensive rebound. It looked like he might have traveled before he went up with the shot, but nonetheless, DePaul back at the free throw line.
First foul on Page. It's like they're camped out there. All right, Benson, 39% on the year. Makes the first one.
And right now you're looking at the big disparity in free throws.
Oh, my goodness. Cats have been outscored 15-6 at the line. Another free throw attempt coming here for Benson. And this one is no good. Rebound Lorenz between two Wildcats. And now there's another foul called on the floor. Jordan Clayton picks up the foul. And McClure right back at the line where he just made one of two. 2 shots here, double bonus. First one good. DePaul up by 4, 40-36, their largest lead of the game.
And 9 offensive rebounds out of their 14 rebounds.
Second one good. 41-36 DePaul, 1:38 to go to the half. A.J. Wyndham across the midcourt line, bouncing ahead to Clayton, hands it back to KJ. Wyndham hasn't taken a shot yet. Wyndham, played by Lorenz, bouncing for Green. Gets a screen from Kropp, measures up 3, good! Max Green, we saw him do that 4 times on Monday night. The Cats are within 2, 41-39.
And the Cats need a little bit more of that here in this ball game. Max Green showing some excitement and generating some offense at the same time.
Now at the other end, here's Benson against Kropp. The double comes with Martinelli. Out to Smith, fires to McClure. McClure fakes the pass, drives in, missed the shot. Rebound, DePaul. Out to R.J. Smith for 3, and it's good.
What a killer offensive rebounds. Makes your defense work so hard. And you have to scramble to get back in place. The 10th offensive rebound for the Blue Demons.
DePaul by 5, 44-39, 32 seconds to go. 12-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Here is Wyndham, picked up by Lorenz. Head fake, step back 3. Good! Well, all of a sudden, here this is becoming a 3-point contest. Cats within 2, 44-42.
Wyndham taking advantage of the mismatch with the big man defending him on the perimeter.
Timeout taken by DePaul with 12.2 to go. Keep up to date on the Wildcats by downloading the Northwestern app. Receive game day updates and news for all your favorite Northwestern teams. Access your mobile ticketing account and order in venue for the comfort of your seat. Search for the Northwestern Wildcats on the App Store and Google Play Store today. Second chance points, 16-2, DePaul. That's the story of this game so far, yet the Cats are right there, down by 2 with 12 seconds to go. Big final possession here. You just kind of sense it because DePaul's had the momentum despite the 2 threes by Green and Wyndham.
Well, again, DePaul has been mixing up their attack. Dribble drive penetration, drawing the defense over and getting the shots inside. Pick and rolls out front have been a challenge, so the Cats are going to have to make some defensive adjustments in the second half, especially as the ball moves around the horn and blocking out and preventing offensive rebounds.
C.J. Gunn comes back in for DePaul with 12.2 to go. He's out there along with Pierre Justin. Inbounds pass will go to R.J. Smith. 10 seconds, 9 out. At the logo with Wyndham on him. With 6, with 5. He drives all the way and scoops it up. Missed it. Martinelli the rebound. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. And DePaul takes a 2-point lead to the locker room at halftime here at Wintrust Arena. 44-42. That's the score here at the half. DePaul in front of the Wildcats, who trail at halftime for the first time this season. We're joined by assistant coach Brian James here at halftime. DePaul with 10 offensive rebounds, 16-2 in second chance points. That's the story, isn't it, Coach?
It sure is. We're playing soft on the boards. Basically, we're getting pumped, and that's not good to say. You know, and the last 5, 6, 7 minutes, we couldn't play without fouling. So, you know, when you're guarding one-on-one, we're either shoving kids or bumping them too hard, sending them to the free throw line. We've got to make them earn it. And then, you know, got to rebound the misses. So it's real important that we get that straightened out in our locker room with our team. You know, you would think if Arrington Page and Nick Martinelli go, 10 for 10 from the floor, we'd be in pretty good shape. All right, but you know we gotta make sure that they can get the ball in positions and to score, and that's not easy to do against this team because they're playing defense even more aggressive than what we normally do. They're making it hard for every catch. You know, they ice or send the screen roll down, so we're not really we've only played against one team that has done that, not nearly as aggressive, but you know they're just putting a lot of pressure on getting that ball side to side.
So what were your message would be about essentially kind of getting punched in the face in the
Well,
first
we
half?
need to grow up. Number one, Billy, as you know, you got to answer the bell. You know, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. My man is not going to get the rebound. I'm going to block out. We got to send guy. You know, you got to block your man out. You got to make contact with him. You just can't go to the rim, and that's kind of what we've been doing in the games thus far, and we've gotten away with it. But when the stronger the competition, you got to match physical strength with physical strength.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
That's Wildcat assistant Brian James at the half, 44-42. DePaul. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season and get great deals along the way at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. We'll be right back with the halftime show brought to you by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more. Every game starts with teamwork, and at Goodwill, we believe in the same thing. When you shop secondhand, you're helping create jobs, strengthen communities, and give every item a second chance to shine. From game day looks to sustainable style, your next win starts at Goodwill. Visit GoodwillGreaterMC.org to find your nearest store. Goodwill, style with purpose, built for Wildcats.
It's Wildcat Basketball Halftime. Northwestern Basketball is presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine, proudly leading the way towards better health care. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
The Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show is presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. Dave Ennett, Billy McKinney back at Wintrust Arena in Chicago. Halftime, DePaul with a 2-point lead on Northwestern, 44-42. Both teams shot pretty well in the first half. I mean, DePaul shot 43%. That's a little bit above their season average. The Wildcats shot 67%. But the rebounding, the story of 15-9 edge and rebounding for DePaul, including 10 offensive rebounds for the Blue Demons.
And one of the things that's resulted in that we talked about at the outset in keys of the game was DePaul's intention this year of getting to the free throw line more this season with their lineup. 17 out of 20. 17 of their 44 points come from the charity stripe this evening. The Cats just 6 of 8. And also another telling statistic, the Cats bench has been outscored 18-6 tonight in the first half.
And they have a lot of guys in foul trouble, too. Trey Singleton has 3 fouls. Reed, Sheravino, Mullins, Clayton all with 2 fouls each. And that's part of the reason that DePaul shot so many free throws in the first half. So we'll see what transpires here in the second half. Here at Wintrust Arena, how would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com, syncmygame.com to find out how. Mark Carmen has more of our Village of Bedford Park halftime show in a moment. 44-42 DePaul at the half. This is Northwestern Basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Ozinga is a fourth-generation family-owned American business that provides quality bulk materials and diverse concrete solutions delivered where you need it, when you need it. With the help of our extensive network of transportation services, including truck, rail, barge, and ship terminals across the Midwest, Ozinga makes a positive impact on individuals, their families, and the community for generations by providing concrete, aggregates, and cement that help build a better future. For more information, visit ozinga.com. Hey, Wildcat fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
Northwestern University's Department of Athletics and Recreation invites the Chicagoland community to join our student athletes in the annual Student Athlete Advisory Committee Canned Food Drive presented by Westfield Old Orchard. Collections will benefit Family Focus of Evanston. From November 2nd to 16th, dry and canned goods and basic household items will be accepted at home Northwestern athletics events that take place at Welsh Ryan Arena. Donations can also be made at several locations throughout Westfield Old Orchard. Visit the Westfield Old Orchard events page for more information.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
We are at the half. DePaul leading Northwestern 44-42. Great first half of basketball in the books. Let's check out the out-of-town scores. Proudly sponsored by Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your dream trip at exploreminnesota.com. Busy night in the Big Ten. Couple of finals. USC beating Illinois State 87-67. Rutgers a winner over Lehigh 84-72. Games going on right now. Iowa on top of Xavier 65-44. Roughly 10 minutes to go in the second half there. Michigan is trailing TCU early going 21-17. 7:06 to go first half there. Illinois in action. The Illini leading Colgate 31-28 just before the half in that one. And then later tonight, it's Arizona and UCLA, Washington and Washington State. Cats trailing by 2. We'll come on back with one question with Billy McKinney. This is Northwestern basketball, presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries, we see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Now, let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Dave coming back in a couple of minutes. DePaul 44, Northwestern 42. Our segment one question with Billy McKinney. How do you change the rebounding here, Billy? If the Cats had rebound a little better, you think they'd have the lead right now?
You accept the challenge. As a competitor, you understand what's happened in the first half, and you respond to this by being aggressive without fouling. Very simple. And this is the kind of test that I thought the Cats would face this year with their lineup. And now a team is seeing that, DePaul, and trying to exploit that, and the Cats have to respond as they've done in the first 3 games of this season.
Dave mentioned the Cats shooting 67% and 2 huge shots right before the end of the first half. Max Green, KJ hitting 2 huge threes. When the momentum started to go that way, those were 2 big shots. It's a 2-point game.
Yeah, the Cats have to get some more productivity out of their bench. But again, and Coach James mentioned this, playing aggressive defense and going to the boards without fouling will be key for the Cats if they hope to come back and win this ball game.
All right, second half action coming up. Cats 40-42, DePaul on top 44-42. Second half action right out here. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us. Hey, Wildcats, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Northwestern t-shirt. And most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Northwestern in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
For schedules, scores, and all things Northwestern athletics, visit nusports.com. Now back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Ennett.
Here's how the scoring went in the first half of this one. For the Wildcats, leading scorer is the game's high scorer, Arrington Page, 13 points, 6 for 6 shooting in the first half. 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting for Nick Martinelli. 8 points for Jaden Reed. 3 points each for Max Green, KJ Wyndham, and Trey Singleton. The Wildcats shot 67% in the first half, 16 of 24. They were 4 of 8 from downtown, 50%. 6 of 8, 75% from the free throw line. They were out-rebounded by DePaul 15-9. 8 assists, 7 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 5 steals. For DePaul, leading scorer, C.J. Gunn, 11 points. 6 for Caleb Banks, 5 each for N.J. Benson, Layden Blocker, and R.J. Smith. 5 points also for Cruz McClure, 3 points for Teo Pierre-Justin, and 2 points each for Fabian Flores and Brandon Macklin. The Blue Demons shot 43%, 12 of 28. They were 3 of 9 from distance, 17 of 20, 85% for the free throw line. DePaul had 8 assists, 8 turnovers, and 3 steals. Those are your energizing highlights of the first half, powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University athletics. This has been the Northwestern Basketball Halftime Show, presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Bring your business home. All right, Billy, second half. What do you look for?
You look for a Cats to come out with energy and continue to play physical. As a competitor, I said this with Mark Harmon, these are the moments that you like and you live for. You come out, your opponent outplays you in the first half. You know it's going to be a tough game. You respond to it. It's just that simple. You don't back off. You continue to play hard, and you keep the formula that has been successful for you in your first 3 wins. Continue to play hard, share the ball, which the Cats have done, and clean up the work on the defensive board. That's what they've got to do to win the second half.
Page, Martinelli, Mullins, Reed, and Sharavino for the Cats. Benson, Blocker, Macklin, Gunn, and Pierre-Justin for the Blue Demons. Cats will have it first. Martinelli will inbound the ball at midcourt. The attendance pretty good here tonight at Wintrust Arena. A lot of Cats fans here as Reed brings the ball up off to Sharavino. The Cats working around the perimeter. Mullins starting the second half. Sharavino fakes the 3 out to Mullins. Looks low on the right to Martinelli. Martinelli leans in, fires a jumper. Good. And just like that, we're tied at 44. Nick Martinelli has 14.
A nice read offensively by Martinelli as he was shaded towards the baseline and just spinned away from the defense and got the easy shot inside.
Jaden Reed pestering on the inbounds play and almost caused a turnover there. And there is a foul on Nick Martinelli. Just 37 seconds into the second half. So Mullins, instead of Singleton, who's got 3 fouls starting the second half, Flores in for DePaul. And Gunn inbounds the ball to Macklin. Now Blocker will try a 3. Good and 1. Foul by Justin Mullins.
And the one thing you don't want to do, in spite of it being a very difficult shot, is foul the three-point shooter. And Blocker has played incredibly well, I think, for this DePaul team here. 5 points in the first half and a big 3 to start the second half.
So DePaul's back in front. Foul on Mullins is his 3rd. And this for a 4-point play, and he makes it. And just like that, DePaul up 4, 48-44. 9 points for Blocker. Reed angles left into the front court. Played by Blocker, gets a screen from Page, bouncing to Page. Nice play on the pick and roll, and Page slams it down. It's 48-46.
Page with the solid pick out front. Gets the separation and gets the reward from the pass inside from Jaden Reed.
Now Blocker at the other end, circles through the lane, then back out, tries again, runs into Page. Back to Macklin. Macklin driving, put it up, off the rim, no good. Strong rebound, Martinelli. Here comes Reed. Mullins bobbles, catches. Martinelli, an open 3, good. And just like that, the Wildcats go back in front, 49-48.
Really good fast break basketball at the time, moving the ball from side to side, finding the open Martinelli on the right side of the floor.
Here's C.J. Gunn, picks up his dribble, lobs to Flores, kicks it out, 3 from the left, too strong, rebounded inside by Macklin, an offensive rebound, and another 3, and that one's no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Page as he lost his footing under the basket.
Page was trying to hold off Flores, who's got that long reach at 7'2", and just couldn't keep control of the basketball.
49-48, the Wildcat lead. Less than 2 minutes into the second half. Benson, Pierre Justin, Gunn out there, Macklin. The Blocker will inbound it to Pierre Justin behind the three-point line against Martinelli. Fires it to Gunn, and he travels. The defense there is Angelo Cheravino held his ground as Gunn put it on the deck.
Yeah, tried to fake left and go right, and you good individual defensive position by Cheravino. And Gunn was one of his few miscues of the game.
Jaden Reed brings it up. 17:57 to go, second half. Reed, stop and go dribble. Leaves it for Page at the free throw line. Page leans in. He fires, banks it in. Arrington Page continues to pour on the points. 51-48. He's 8 for 8. 17 points now. Here's Macklin. Gives it off. Benson falling down. Lost his footing. And a foul. Looked like he just stumbled over his own feet.
That's exactly what happened. He actually stumbled over Page's foot, but Page was in great defensive position. Didn't fall for the hesitation for dribble, and Benson just falls down, but Page picks up the foul.
Second foul on Page. Third team foul in 2.5 minutes. Here's Benson. Handing it off to Blocker, and now Pierre Justin at the top. Return feed for Blocker, played by Martinelli out on top. Now Benson, back to Blocker again. Blocker, step back 3 straight on, no good. Rebound, Page, he gets knocked down hard. He takes a hard fall.
Knocked down, and it almost sounded as if his head hit the court.
Yeah,
as he lost his
he's
footing.
Okay, but boy, it was a scary fall. He's okay, he's walking down the court.
This guy plays so hard on both ends of the floor.
Pierre Justin the foul.
And how about the move by Page on the other end? The aggressive play again inside against Benson. Not fouling, forcing him to play good defense.
Cats are on a 7-0 run here. They lead by 3. Here's Reed. Spins, feeds Page. Page protecting the ball, gets inside, puts it up and in. And the Wildcats are up by 5, 53-48. Their largest lead in this game has been 6. Locker up to Benson, and now they work it around the horn, near side to Gunn. C.J. Gunn against Martinelli. C.J. Gunn to the baseline. Fade away on the baseline is good. Tough shot.
Yeah,
53-50.
Yeah, Gunn is definitely an accomplished scorer. That was just all effort on his part.
Ending that 7-0 run. Now here is 9-0 actually. Now Reed, a jumper from the top, no good. Rebounded by Gunn. And now Gunn throws it away. He threw it, whizzed it past his coach, Chris Holtman, who actually stuck an arm out, almost caught it, and it ended up in the bench.
Pierre Justin was running the right wing, but not looking for the ball. And that's one of the reasons you put the ball in the hands of the point guard coming down court.
10th DePaul turnover. 16-12 to go, 53-50. Here is Caleb Banks in, replacing Pierre Justin. The Wildcats up by 3. Shooting 70% for the game. Here's Page in the high post. Drives left of the lane and fouled by Benson. And that will get us to a timeout.
Yeah, that's it.
Chicagoland for premium apparel and promotional products. Look no further than IAS Branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, the industry standard in corporate, athletic, and event merchandise. IAS Branding is your one-stop solution to bring your brand to life. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Northwestern leads DePaul 53-50. 16 minutes even to go. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota Gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try the soup.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek yogurt and feta cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
The break's over. Let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Ennett.
From exploring freshly fallen snow to finding award-winning restaurants, Minnesota makes it easy to plan a cozy winter getaway. Whether you're looking for a quiet retreat or an adrenaline-filled adventure, see why winter is our hottest season by visiting exploreminnesota.com. Tonight's official game sponsor is United Airlines, proud to fly the Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern leads DePaul 53-50, 16 minutes to go. The Wildcats have outscored the Blue Demons 11-6 to start the second half, and they are shooting 83% since halftime. But how about Arrington Page, Billy? 19 points, 9 for 9 shooting. And this is against a team which has size inside.
He has accepted the challenge. Whatever was said at halftime about the Cats needing to be more physical inside, Page heard the message. You got to love that competitive spirit. But not only that, is someone responding to this other than Nick Martinelli?
No doubt. For the Wildcats, Trey Singleton checks in. The foul was on Benson. And the inbounds pass will go to Page. And his pass down low to Martinelli. There is a foul.
Martinelli with the size mismatch inside. Page with a nice touch pass over the top as Martinelli is posted up in the paint.
That foul on Macklin, his first. By the way, the previous foul on Benson, his second. Inbounds pass. Sideline. Now Page down the lane, goes to his left hand, put it up, missed the shot. That's the first one, but he was fouled.
Well, Page taking the ball off the dribble, forcing Benson to defend on the floor. Cats going to the charity stripe where they only had 8 free throws in the first half compared to 20 for DePaul.
Here is Page. First one up and good. As he a new career high. And he misses the second, but he's got 20 points now. And the Wildcats lead by 4, 54-50. All the way under. Blocker kicks to the right corner. Smith a three, no good. Up and over, Northwestern ball. So some of the shots that were falling for DePaul in the first half, Smith in the final minutes of the first half hit one. Maybe not so much here. Let's see if the Cats can take advantage.
Sometimes it's the tale of two halves and just continuing to play. You know there's going to be runs in every basketball game. You just have to respond to the run.
Martinelli backdoor. There's Reed. Blocker recovered. And he bounces it out to Singleton. And Singleton spins to his left. And a foul called. And now the fouls are starting to pile up on DePaul.
And the Cats being the aggressor as a result.
5th foul. That one's on Banks. His 3rd. That goes Macklin.
And Caleb Banks, with 6 points off the bench in the first half.
All right, the Wildcats inbound the ball to Martinelli. Little jab step against C.J. Gunn. Backs his way into the lane. Goes up with the left hand. Left it short. Rebounded by Flores. For the Blue Demons. Here comes Blocker the other way. It's a screen from Flores, who now drops back. Pass goes to Smith. Holds and looks high on the left side. Spots Banks. Banks between the rings. Now Banks against Singleton. Scoops to Gunn for 3. No good. Up and over again.
And Gunn with the long 3. I got to tell you, watching him in warm-up, he has deep range. He was knocking down shots by the logo.
Last year, 12.9 points. Jake West in for the Wildcats. Tyler Kropp in, the 2 freshmen. Cats are up 4, 14:45 to go. West played by Blocker. Looks for Martinelli, out of the circle. Mid-post to Kropp. Kropp against Flores. Back to Sherabino. Shot clock at 12. Sherabino inside. There's Martinelli. Lost the ball through his legs, out of bounds. DePaul ball.
Actually, Kropp lost control of it as he was double teamed.
It was Kropp. You're right.
Yeah, you're blocked out, Dave. I had a little better vantage point right there, but Kropp trying to score inside. Got double teamed on the baseline. The ball was dislodged, and that is the Cats'
Thank you,
8th
Bill.
turnover. 9th turnover.
Thank you for, that's their 8th. Thanks for supplying backup. Here's Gunn. Out to Banks. Shot clock at 15. Cats with a 4-point lead. DePaul's missed 6 of their last 7. Now on the baseline. There's a shot blocked by Kropp. Recovered by Banks with 3, with 2. Missed the layup. Rebound Flores. Out to R.J. Smith. To the right corner. Banks a 3. No good. Rebound grabbed by Singleton.
Wow, the Cats really dodged the bullet there with 3 offensive rebounds.
But they had good defense underneath. Had something to do with it. There's West now driving to the free throw line. Got it underneath. Tough pass to Singleton. And now Kropp a 3. No good. Rebound Martinelli. Put it back up and in. 56-50. Weak side rebound. Nick Martinelli. Cats lead by 6. 13:26 to go.
And Martinelli doing what he does.
19 for Nick to go along with the 20 for Page. Here's Banks out in front. Been over 3 minutes since DePaul scored. Blocker, stop and go dribble down the lane. Shot tipped in by Flores.
Actually a lob pass that was redirected off the dribble drive penetration.
There is Kropp to Wyndham. Started right. Drives back left, bouncing to Kropp. Missed the layup. Rebound C.J. Gunn, coast to coast. Left it short, but there is R.J. Smith for the follow. 56-54. Back-to-back buckets for DePaul to cut it to 2.
Yeah, actually, Shervino blocks the shot, and it falls right into his teammate's hand for the score.
Now here is West. Bouncing to the elbow. Martinelli, floater, no good. Tipped up, no. Rebound fought for. Kropp's got it. Sends it outside to Wyndham. Shot clock at 15. Singleton's baseline jumper is short. There comes DePaul with a chance to tie. Banks to Smith. Return feed. Banks a 3 for the lead. Good. And DePaul goes in front 57-56. And I think Chris Collins is going to take a timeout.
Good timeout by Chris Collins. And Singleton takes a shot, and Jake West was wide open at the top of the key. Cats playing a little too fast. Chris getting them some direction here.
A 7-0 run here for DePaul to go in front, 57-56. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat basketball.
It's Andy Mazer. We're your home for the Blackhawks, Northwestern football and basketball, the NFL, and Happen OB. This is AM 720 WGN Chicago.
Wildcat fans, Game Day Spirit has you covered in-store or online for the best Northwestern game day essentials. Shop top brands like Under Armour, Champion, and Tommy Bahama. At the official fan store of the Wildcats. Shop in-store at 1807 Central in Evanston or online 24/7 at shop.nusports.com. Game Day Spirit, where Wildcat fans shop. It's DePaul 57, Northwestern 56, 11:55 to go. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our GoMex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez. Fast food athletes say yes to.
Visit 4abc.com for details. Don't wait for your furnace to break down. Call the knowledgeable professionals at ABC for your $49 Ultimate Furnace Tune-Up. We'll be there fast and deliver 5-star service, backed by our no breakdown guarantee. Call ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or schedule online at 4abc.com. That's the number 4abc.com. Trust ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric and consider it done.
You're listening to Northwestern Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
57-56 DePaul. Blue Demons have been quiet. They've hit their last 3 shots. They've scored 7 straight over the last 70 seconds to wipe out a 6-point Northwestern lead. Want to pass along congratulations to Northwestern's field hockey team. Coach Tracy Fuchs' squad beat Yale today 5-1 in the NCAA tournament. So they advanced to Sunday's quarterfinals against Miami of Ohio. So their hopes of defending their national championship still very much alive.
Yep, one match at a time.
Yes.
And speaking of one match at a time, here the Cats in a dogfight here at Wintrust Arena. And as we mentioned earlier in the second half, Dave, a game runs. DePaul now in a 7-0 run. Chris Collins calls the timeout to try to get his team settled down a little bit and get back into their offense here.
11 ties, 12 lead changes. Just had another Page back in for the Cats. Max Green is in as well. Here is Reed driving to the basket, stripped to the ball, foul call. It's going to be the 6th on DePaul.
And he took some punishment on that drive as he ran into Flores.
Yep, and that's going to get us to another timeout. Wildcat fans, score a basket for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. 57-56 DePaul, 11 minutes, 46 seconds left to play as Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit Hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Now, let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
DePaul leads Northwestern 57-56, 11:46 to go. Later this half, Billy and I will be voting on the winner of the Fisher McGrath Award, an award established back in 1974 by the two schools, and our late friend Les Grobstein awarded to the MVP of the DePaul Northwestern game in those years in which they played. This is the 4th straight year they've played, and I think they're going to play regularly for the foreseeable future. There have been 33 winners since 1974. There have been 3 two-time winners. They were all Wildcats. Can you name 2 of them? I know you can name 1.
Yeah, I think I won the award. And Brooks Barnheiser.
Now, Brooks won it last year, but the other 2 Wildcats to win it twice along with you, Trey Dents and Kevin Coble.
How about Kevin Coble? Heck of a player. Both of those guys.
Nick Martinelli won it here 2 years ago. Brooks last year at Welsh Ryan Arena. Chase Audige the year before that in Evanston. Jaden Reed inbounding the ball to Page. Works onto the basket, goes up for the shot. It's no good. And the rebound controlled by McClure. And that is officially the first missed field goal. There's a diagonal pass to the low block. Flores missed it. Green grabs the rebound. Lost the ball, but it's picked up by Reed. Here come the Cats the other way. Pull up 3, Reed. No. And the rebound, Flores.
Boy, a tough shot there by Reed in transition, but the Cats did have numbers.
Now at the other end, Blocker's jumper in and out. Got his own rebound, put it back in. 59-56. Blocker now with 11. And DePaul's run continues, a 9-0 run here. 10:59 to go. Now Reed works his way around Blocker. Lobs one up towards Martinelli. And he'll shoot 2.
Jaden Reed.
Called.
Excuse me, Dave. Jaden Reed is so quick. Once he gets a half a step on the defender, he knows how to put his body in between himself and the defender to shield him off and to get the shot up as he's going to the hoop, or sometimes he just dumps it off to one of his teammates. But a smart play by Reed, getting to the charity stripe.
First one up good for Reed. The foul on Blocker, his 3rd. Cherovino in for Wyndham. Page, Martinelli, Reed, Cherovino, and Green. McClure out there, Macklin, Pierre Justin, Flores, and R.J. Smith for Blocker for DePaul.
And that's how you stop a run. Get to the basket, make something aggressive, a play going to the hoop.
Second free throw good. Cats are within 1, 59-58. Lots of time left, 10:55 to go. There, Justin inbounds McClure, and Cherovino will eye him as he brings it up. Leaves it for Smith, who brings it across the line for DePaul. Bouncing for Pierre Justin at the top. And a foul called off the ball on Page. That'll be his third foul.
Big foul there for Page. With 10:43 remaining on the clock, he's been so effective for the Cats this evening.
Just missed his first field goal attempt. He's 9 for 10. Singleton in for Page.
And this is where the Cats bench is going to have to pick up the players on the floor because Page has been so dynamic this evening.
Here's McClure. Drives in and foul called on Martinelli.
Again, Dave.
His second.
Back and forth. Fourth and back.
Yes. So this game is going. 1 point DePaul lead. 5 fouls on the Cats. That for Martinelli's his second. Here comes Lorenz in for Flores.
Yeah, Lorenz has done a lot of damage to the Cats with 3 offensive rebounds in the first half.
The bounce pass goes to him. He hands it to R.J. Smith against Reed. Up top here, Justin. And around McClure, 3-ball good for the freshman.
Yeah, Max Green gambles on the steal, couldn't get it, and gives up the 3 as a result.
4-point lead for DePaul, 62-58. Step back 3 for Reed is good. Jaden Reed answers, 62-61.
Big shot by Jaden Reed.
Whew. I guess. 10:13 to go. We approach the midway point, second half. Here's R.J. Smith against Reed. Looks left. There's McClure. Hit that 3 a moment ago. Drives on Green. Gets to the baseline and lays it in. 64-61. Reed to the right baseline, all the way onto the basket. Back out to Singleton. Looks back to Reed on the left. 9:48 to go. Inside, there's Martinelli. Gets fouled on the shot by Macklin.
Cats with good patience that time as Jaden Reed probed the paint, brings it back out, gets the Cats into their offense, and finds Martinelli inside, who's been stellar once again this evening.
2 shots here for Martinelli. The foul on R.J. Smith, his first. That is the 8th team foul. Free throw, no good for Martinelli. Green out. Mullins in for the Cats. Another free throw attempt here for Nick to try to make it a 2-point game. And he does. 20 points for Nick Martinelli. Third time he's hit the 20-point mark this year. 22nd in his career. Banks in for Pierre Justin. C.J. Gunn is in for DePaul. 64-62. DePaul, 9:44 to go. McClure brings it up. Across the line, met by Mullins at the logo. And another foul called on Martinelli. And that's 3 on Nick. And that is 16 fouls.
Martinelli trying to prevent the screen being set out front, being a little too aggressive.
All right, DePaul goes to work, nursing a 2-point lead and a foul on Reed now. And that's going to put DePaul at the line. 3rd on Reed.
Jaden Reed trying to defend the crossover dribble from McClure, and he claims that McClure grabs his arm, but the officials saw it a different way as DePaul trying to increase this 2-point lead.
McClure at the line, 5 for 6. Misses on the front end, rebound Singleton.
Justice.
Had a feeling you would say that. There's Mullins, drives left baseline, heaves it, middle right corner, Cherubino. Makes a nice catch there. Now Caps set up here in the half court. Jaden Reed gets fouled. Boy, this game is definitely going to come down to free throws.
And Jaden Reed telling the young freshman, you're not quick enough to defend me on the perimeter. And he attacks the basket once again and goes to the charity stripe. The Cats trying to, again, being much more aggressive here in the second half.
Second foul on McClure, 9th team foul. Reed free throw good. And if he can make this one, we're back to even. 2 fouls on McClure.
Jaden Reed with 14 points this evening, 4 assists.
Second one up, and we are tied with 9:11 to go. Jaden Reed with 15. Here is Lorenz, foul line extended right up top to Macklin, and now here's C.J. Gunn against Reed, falling down, lost the ball. Ahead of the pack is Sheravino, puts it up, no, but a foul. He got fouled on his way to the basket. Jaden Reed creating a turnover.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Just really good individual defense by Reed, forcing Gunn to lose balance, and the Cats pick up the ball but can't score in transition. But Sheravino has a charity strike.
Foul
opportunity to get a Cats a lead.
Foul on Macklin, his second. Sheravino, free throw, good. And the Wildcats take the lead. There's Blocker in for C.J. Gunn. Another free throw attempt coming here for Sheravino. That's his first point of the game. And he can give the Cats a 2-point lead. And no good. Rebound Macklin. 65-64. Banks right corner, almost threw it away. It's saved, though, by Macklin. Now Lorenz against Martinelli. Underhand scoop to Banks. Back to the point. There's Blocker against Sheravino. Blocker goes to his left hand. Drives left to the lane. Can't get a shot up. Wraparound feed. Banks, a 3. No good. Rebound Sheravino.
Bodies falling everywhere there. Justin Mullins.
Mullins, left corner, Singleton 3. Yes! Trey Singleton three-pointer. Cats go up by 4, 68-64. A cold-blooded 3 from the freshman in the left corner, and a foul called on Singleton.
And a timely 3 and a bad foul there. Wildcats fans reacting to that one.
Singleton with his 4th foul. And that will send Banks to the line. The 8th team foul. Wildcats on a 7-0 run. Banks will try to end that. Singleton gets a high five from his coach. So the Wildcats page back in. You don't mind seeing that.
No, especially coming down the stretch in a close ball game, as effective as Page has been. But Banks here off the bench for DePaul with 9 points tonight.
1-1. Free throw. No. Rebound Sheravino. Strong rebound. And the Cats bring it up with 8 minutes to go. Up by 4. In a back and forth game. A 3 by Reed. No good. Rebound pulled down by Benson. Now Blocker down the lane. He gets fouled. They're going to count the basket. Goaltending on Page.
And a foul possibly on Page.
With 7:46 to go, the lead cut to 2, 68-66. The Northwestern lead. Barbasol Shaving Cream delivers a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. Barbasol, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. Northwestern leads DePaul 68-66. 7:46 remaining. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Comparing health insurance plans is never easy. That's why I work for Get Covered Illinois.
We are the state's official health insurance marketplace.
We have a website to compare multiple plans and prices in one place, and people who can help you for free, community-based navigators and brokers, certified by the state.
And we have live customer service.
At getcoveredillinois.gov, we're here to help.
The break's over. Let's get you back to Wildcat basketball. Again, here's Dave Ennett.
68-66, Northwestern leading DePaul here with 7:46 to go. The Wildcats in the second half shooting 47%, down from 67% in the first half. Still 59% for the game. DePaul 44% for the game. And the rebounding still heavily in DePaul's favor, 29-18 with 15 offensive rebounds and an 18-4 advantage in second chance points. Wildcats playing the first of 5 straight away from Welsh Ryan Arena. The next 2 will be in Greenbrier, West Virginia. Next Friday and Sunday, the Greenbrier tip-off. The Wildcats on Friday will take on Virginia. And on Sunday, we'll face South Carolina. Those matchups already determined. And then they will play Thanksgiving night at the United Center against Oklahoma State. Open Big Ten play December 3rd at Wisconsin before they return to Welsh Ryan Arena to play Ohio State December 6th.
Again, Dave, a progression in the talent level of the team. And as you look at the second half, the Cats have only allowed 2 second chance points. They were outscored 16-2 in the first half, so they've done a better job of not allowing DePaul to score in second chance points.
All right, Blocker at the line. The free throw is good, so a 3-point play for Blocker. They took the foul away from Page and gave it to Reed. So he's out now. West is in. 68-67 Northwestern, 7:35 to go.
And now DePaul in a 1-3-1 zone defense.
So a little of this the other night, and an offensive rebound called on Jake West.
Yeah, that was Jake West with a blatant push-off with his right hand there right in front of us, and the official saw it. Jake giving the, I didn't do it, but it was plain as the nose on my face. Don't say it, Dan.
All right. DePaul the ball down 1 with 7:25 to go. Blocker throws it away. Throwing into the right corner. And I think it was Benson moved towards the basket. No one was there in the corner, and that pass sailed out of bounds. So an unforced error and a turnover. Number 12 for DePaul.
Yeah, one good turnover deserves another, and Benson was going to screen down.
Here's Cherubino, looks for West right of the circle. Jake West, one dribble quickly to Mullins. Mullins, bounce inside. There's Page, spins to his left, put it up, scores. Oh my. Cats are up 3, 70-67. Arrington Page adding to his career high 22 points.
What a move by Page. With his left hand, the finger roll with the left hand.
There's Benson, right corner to Macklin. And now here's the freshman McClure. Lobs one and a dunk by Benson.
And that's what happens when you allow dribble drive penetration. McClure with a nice pass to the big fella diving from the right side of the floor.
70-69 Northwestern, 6:22 to go. Martinelli to West. Jake West against Blocker. Up top, there's Mullins. The blow by, kicks to West. 10 to shoot. Back to the corner. Mullins for 3. Hit the side of the backboard. He got the rebound, goes back up. And he gets knocked down. Is there a foul? Yes. And he will go to the free throw line.
Boy, good break for the Cats there. I thought maybe for a minute there was going to be an offensive foul as Justin Mullins' shot goes awry.
Or no call and just a ball out of bounds, but there was a foul called.
Yeah, it was a good call as I'm looking at the replay. Macklin didn't get his shoulder squared up.
They called it on Banks. That's his 4th.
Excuse me.
Mullins at the free throw line.
Thanks for the correction. Banks and Macklin in the area. And
yeah.
Banks has had a really good game off the bench.
It's take your pick on the fouls, Billy, and both teams are in the double bonus now, but Mullins at the line. 2 shots for Justin. First one up and good.
Gets the shooter's touch.
Mullins puts the Cats up by 2. A chance to put them up by 3 here. Still a long way to go in this one. This free throw is no good. Rebound Benson. 71-69. Cats have been outscored at the free throw line 19-14. It's a little less of a disparity than it was in the first half. Here's McClure. Behind the back dribble. Almost lost it. Saves it to Banks. Cross-court feed Macklin. Macklin at the top against Mullins. Now here's Benson. A little help from Cherovino briefly. Now back to Macklin, a 3. Good. Macklin a 3-pointer.
A deep 3.
And DePaul leads 72-71.
Good defense by the Cats. Better offense that time by the Blue Demons with the long 3.
There is West feeding Martinelli. Little floater in the lane. Got it. Nick Martinelli, just that quick first step and the floater, and the Cats are in front. 73-72, 5:10 to go. Nick with 22. At the other end, McClure driving, runs into Martinelli, put it up, no good. And Martinelli will be called for a foul. And that's going to be his 4th.
That could have been a really good non-call there. Martinelli was trying to avoid the contact as McClure gets to the paint, but we're seeing what happens. DePaul continuing to attack the basket off the dribble and forcing the Cats defense to rotate over.
Wildcats leading by 1. 4th foul on Martinelli. McClure, 2 shots here. Cruz McClure, the freshman, 5 for 7 from the free throw line. First one up and good. And we're tied. Martinelli out. Singleton in with 4 fouls. Another one coming here for McClure. And DePaul has the lead, 74-73. 5 minutes to go. Jake West brings it up for the Cats. Reed on the bench with 4 fouls. Singleton going to Page and a travel call.
Yeah, Page was double teamed as soon as he caught the ball, trying to gather his steps. And he is surprised with the call, but he has to keep calm and keep his head in the ball game now.
4:50 to go. Here Justin gives it to Blocker to bring it up. We tick towards that 4-minute mark. DePaul with a 1-point lead. There is McClure. Mullins staying on him. McClure, skip pass into the stands. And another errant pass by DePaul.
And credit Justin Mullins with the good defense, keeping McClure out of the paint, but also the contact defensively, forcing the off-balance errant pass.
16 lead changes, 13 ties, and we still have 4.5 minutes left. Cats want to change that score again. Here's West, stop and go dribble out on the right. Played by Blocker. Into the elbow to Page. Has a double. Heaves it into the corner. Cherovino. And there's a foul on Macklin. Both teams a little exasperated.
Page with the cross-court pass. Singleton trying to set the screen, and Macklin just runs right through him. Again, physical play by both teams the entire game.
4th foul on Macklin. And Mullins 2 shots here to... First one would tie it. Bends his knees, free throw up, and no good. Another one coming, though.
Cats just 14 of 21 from the charity stripe this evening. DePaul 21 of 26.
Yep. All right, Mullins' second shot for the tie. No good. Missed them both. And Flores grabs the loose ball on the baseline. 74-73 DePaul. 4:08 to go. Blocker tries to turn the corner, floats one up, missed it. Flores got it, lays it in. 76-73. The other end, Cheravino leans in, missed the layup. Rebounded by DePaul. Pierre adjusted. Outlets for McClure. Back it goes to Blocker, and now McClure. 3:40 to go, and a 3-point DePaul lead. Here's McClure driving to the basket. Blocked by Mullins. Out of the arms of Cheravino. Underhand scoop. Singleton drives to the basket. Goes to his left hand. Lays it in.
What a great play by Singleton that time. I was going to think, was those free throws, those 2 missed free throws, going to change the course of this ball game, but Cats continuing to fight.
76-75 DePaul. Here's Blocker. Pierre Justin. Left wing for McClure against Mullins. Cross-court feed for Blocker. 3:05 to go. Blocker crosses over, drives in, fade away from the right, in and out. Rebound, grab by Singleton. 2 big plays by the freshman here the last 2 trips down the floor.
Well, they needed to stop, and they got one, and Page getting his hands on the ball, deflecting the ball to Singleton. Cats need a score.
Here's West. Step back 3 for the lead. No good. And the rebound taken by Blocker. Lead pass all by himself here. Justin down there missed a layup. And the rebound taken the other way. Singleton to Mullins. To Singleton. In the lane, layup, good! And the Wildcats take the lead, 77-76.
What a frantic pace. Cats with some pressure defense down, forcing the miss inside, and then scoring in transition to take a 1-point lead as we go into a timeout.
Timeout, DePaul, 2:17 to go. Northwestern back in front, 77-76. This is Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action in our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago-area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
For schedules, scores, and all things Northwestern athletics, visit nusports.com. Now back to Wildcat basketball. Here's Dave Emmett.
Attention all Northwestern students and Wildcat fans. Pace Bus now offers quick and stress-free rides from Evanston to O'Hare Airport for just $2. Google Pace Bus Pulse Dempster for more information. Mozinga's purpose is to make a positive impact in the community, which is why they're the proud sponsor of the Together Building Better promotion. For every point Northwestern men's and women's basketball team scores this season, Mozinga will donate $1 to the NU Dance Marathon. Thank you, Mozinga, for your support of this great cause. Go Cats! Well, we have 2:17 to go. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Each team is in the double bonus. Northwestern leads DePaul 77-76. I believe the possession arrow is with DePaul. And this has been a heck of a game with multiple lead changes. How many? We've had 17 lead changes. Been tied 13 times. Northwestern has led for 21 minutes. DePaul for about 10 minutes, and they've been tied the rest of the time. And we have 2:17 to go.
Well, Dave, it's been an absolutely fantastic ball game. The fans have been treated to this evening in a relatively full arena.
Yeah, good crowd.
Yeah, really good crowd, and both teams playing really good defense. Now, this is the first time that DePaul has allowed opponent to score 70 points this season, and the Cats have done that in a really fine and just grinded out kind of fashion here. Both teams, Wildcats with 10 turnovers and 17 assists, and the Cats have forced 13 turnovers. The big story tonight has been second chance points. DePaul outscoring Northwestern 20-5, and the bench points. DePaul with 34 points off the bench tonight, and just 7 for Northwestern, but it's going down to the wire here.
Yep.
Cats trying to pull this one out.
Martinelli back in for the Wildcats. Page, Cherovino, Reed, and Singleton. Singleton with 4 fouls. Reed with 4. Martinelli with 4. Inbounds pass goes to Blocker. Clock moving, 2:13 to go. Reed on him. Blocker to Banks. Just inside the arc. Drives. Cherovino puts a body on him. He gets inside. A shot blocked by Page. And hands it to Reed to bring it up with 1:56 to go.
Great defense by Cherovino, but the help by Arrington Page. What a block.
Underhand scoop. Reed to Cherovino. Bouncing for Page. Holds and looks. Hands to Reed. Shot clock at 12. 1:40 for regulation. Here's Reed driving. Scoops it up. Scores! With 1:36 to go. The Cats are up 3. 79-76. 90 seconds remaining. And now, looked like Blocker got away with a few steps there, but he manages to hang on to the ball. Give to Flores. 1:20 to go. Shot clock at 15. Here's McClure underneath. Layup good and one. Page the foul. That's 4 on Page now. And McClure will have a chance to tie it at the line with 1:16 to go.
I got to tell you, Cruz McClure off the bench, 12 points. Has not played like a freshman.
No.
Played with great maturity. Has a chance to tie this ball game up. But we knew that this game was going to go down to the wire now.
There's Benson out of the game. For DePaul. Flores out.
Both teams throwing haymakers.
For the tie, he got it. 3-point play, McClure, 79 all, 1:16 to go.
Boy, and that negates a great play by Jaden Reed, who scored on a fantastic drive in the Cats' last possession.
Fans rising to their feet here at Wintrust Arena. Jaden Reed bouncing for Martinelli. Heaves it into the corner, too far for Cherovino. He threw it away. And it's DePaul ball with 1 minute exactly showing on the clock.
And Martinelli double teamed at the top of the key and got out of his passing motion, and an errant pass.
Game tied 79 all. 11th turnover for the Cats.
Cats need to stop.
Blocker across the midcourt line. 30-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. 79 all. Here's Blocker to C.J. Gunn. The jab steps. One dribble quickly back to Blocker with 10 to shoot. Blocker jumps up in the lane. A shot blocked by Cherovino and grabbed by Page. Here's Reed the other way. Cats into the front court. Timeout. Northwestern with 30.4 to go.
And what a play by Angelo Cherovino. Absolute superb athleticism on display with that block.
Well, the Cats have had a couple of those late. One by Page, and Cherovino was part of that. And then Cherovino just now blocking the jumper by Blocker. 30.4 remaining. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio Channel 372 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app Listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com. 30.4 showing on the clock. Northwestern 79, DePaul 79. 3-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Wildcats with the ball.
And everybody in their arena on their feet and standing.
Except us. Singleton will inbound right in front of us. Cats have one timeout left. DePaul's got two. Freshman Singleton inbounds it to Jaden Reed at the logo. Here we go. 28 seconds. Tie game 79 all. Reed against Blocker. Pounding the dribble. Watching the clock. Shot clock at 15. 3-second differential. Shot clock down to 10. Down to 9. Reed still with the ball. Reed driving. Reed in traffic. Jumper up for the lead. No good. Rebound tipped around. Martinelli's got it. 3 seconds. There's a foul with 3.5.
McClure upset with the call, but the hustle by Nick Martinelli to get the offensive rebound, an area where the Cats have struggled to defend against the offensive rebound tonight, and it could be the big difference in this ball game with Nick Martinelli coming up with a huge play.
And there's probably nobody you'd rather send to the free throw line in this situation on this current roster than Nick Martinelli. Free throw up and good. Cats lead it 80-79. Another one here. 3.5 on the clock. And a timeout taken by DePaul.
Trying to freeze the shooter. James Brown used to say, and this goes to basketball, when you want your best offensive player with the ball in his hands at the end of the game, shake your money maker. And Nick Martinelli is the Cats' money maker, along with
no doubt
Arrington Page tonight, who has been absolutely outstanding on defense and offense. 22 points for Arrington tonight. Just 2 turnovers, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, but his defense has been magnificent.
And Angelo Sharvino with 2 of the Wildcats' 6 blocks. Page has 1 as well. Martinelli has 23. He will shoot another free throw. Cats fans, get back this holiday season with the Northwestern University Sack the Can Food Drive presented by Westfield Old Orchard. Donate your new non-perishables between now and November 16th at Old Orchard Mall at home Northwestern Athletics events. Go to the events page at westfield.com/Old Orchard for more information. The Lippman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Lippman has the best tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes, family made in the USA. Visit Lippman.com to see our product lineup and for a store locator. One shot here for Nick Martinelli. 3.5 to go. Cats lead 80-79.
A couple of trains of thought here. You could miss the free throw so badly that the ball bounces around and time expires.
Free throw is good. 81-79. 3.5 remaining. Each team has 1 timeout left. McClure will inbound the ball. 3.5 to go.
Keep it in front of you.
Gets it to Blocker with 3, with 2. Blocker a 3 in the air. Good if it goes. No good. Wildcats win. The Wildcats win it in dramatic fashion here at Wintrust Arena. And they beat the DePaul Blue Demons yet again. And the Cats are 4-0.
What a great win. And I got to tell you, Leighton Blocker had a great shot with that time remaining. The Cats with a good defensive stop at the end.
Stay with us. We'll come back with our post-game show in a moment. 81-79. Cats win it over DePaul. It's Northwestern basketball presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey, Wildcats, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Northwestern t-shirt. And most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Northwestern in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
That's it. We're done.
You've been listening to Northwestern Wildcat Basketball, presented by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Now on to the post-game show. Once again, the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Welcome back to Wintrust Arena. Time for the Wildcat Game Day post-game show, brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, the official healthcare partner of Northwestern Athletics. The relentless pursuit of better healthcare. Northwestern Medicine offers leading-edge, compassionate care close to home.